Jordan Kent actor Alex Garfin takes screen rant behind the makings of the Superman and Lois series finale and bids farewell to his DC role of Superboy. In 2006, after merging UPN and the WB into one network, the CW began its DC TV era with the Superman prequel show Smallville, featuring Tom Welling as a young man of steel discovering his Kryptonian heritage. With the changes behind the CW under Nexstar, it was only fitting that a different Superman series brought the superhero genre to an end on the network, with Superman and Lois Season 4. The Superman and Lois Season 4 finale, it went by so fast, saw Tyler Hoechlin and Bitsy Tulloch's Clark Kent and Lois Lane finally deal with Doomsday and Lex Luthor once and for all. While the Lane Kent family dealt with their final big bad, the Superman and Lois series finale also gave viewers a big glimpse into the boys' future as their parents grew old together. However, the CW drama had more than one surprise in store for fans as Superman and Lois made history for the Man of Steel and the Daily Planet star reporter's media legacy. As the Arrowverse franchise has reached its end, Screen Rant sat down with Alex Garfin for another in-depth interview about his final year with Superman and Lois and seeing Jordan's saga conclude. Garfin reflected on filming the emotional Superman and Lois series finale and learning some revelations about Jordan's future. Garfin also shared what it was like growing up with Superman and Lois and what's next after playing Superboy for 4 seasons. Alex Garfin breaks down Superman and Lois series finale and Jordan Kent's send-off. Alex Garfin: "It's crazy, because I saw the trailer for the finale, and a whole wave of emotions hit me yesterday. So it's weird, because it felt like it already ended in Season 3, then it felt like it ended when we stopped filming, and I'm gonna have to finally cope with the fact that now I am truly unemployed." Laughs. Alex Garfin: "Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting for the spin-off, I'm waiting for the call. No, look, the other thing is that, as you guys saw in last week's episode, we really got to characterize Jordan in a really beautiful way, thanks to Jay Jameson's beautiful writing and directing. That scene where Vicky May is having a panic attack, I think it showcases how Jordan is a different kind of hero than Jonathan, where Jonathan can understand these more physical problems. Jordan understands the emotional to a new level. There's a depth to it that I found so much fun to play, and felt really gratifying in general, to do." Alex Garfin: "Superman deals with the physical, while Lois, a lot of times, deals with the emotional issues and the more interpersonal issues, and we see how the interpersonal issues can manifest in a physical way. In fact, I had a pitch that I was going to do for Season 5. I was going to pitch this, and Tyler actually liked it so much he was going to pitch it with me, because I was 19 at the time, but he really believed in this idea. I actually even, in a post-mortem kind of way, pitched it to Jay as well. I would love to hear what Todd and everyone that's the big boss would think of it. But I think it dealt with these themes, so here was my pitch for an alternate Season 5. This was the beginning of Season 3, when I was going to pitch this. So we didn't really know about the Luthor element of it all. We didn't really know what was going on in Season 5, so each character had their own little arc. The main villain would still be Luthor, but Luthor is actually funding this organization that worships Superman like a god, because the whole thing with Superman is a little Jesus. It's a little biblical. So the idea is that Superman has these big fights around the world and destroys a lot of property and destroys a lot of lives, just from the bystanders. And the people say, "The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away," and they start this big fund that helps repair some of the damages that Superman does because they worship him so much. It's their way of showing thanks. Now, obviously Clark gets extremely uncomfortable with this, and he doesn't realize that Luthor has actually been putting it on to try to manipulate people. Because how do you get Superman? You come for his ego. You come for his lack thereof. You make him feel like a god, therefore people will fear him. You won't be able to help in the same way. So all the while, Lois is muckraking this whole institution. She's trying to get underneath it all. She's trying to understand where did this all come from. She starts to circle in on Luthor actually being the one running this entire cult. But the cult starts to get more and more worldwide. And I think one of the flaws of it is that actually it would be a little similar to Season 2, but the cult starts to grow more and more worldwide, and they see Jordan as this kind of Hercules demigod, clearly a lesser version of Superman. All the while, Jonathan, he starts his own version of the repair fund. He starts his own version of trying to help the people that have been, because it's before he had powers, that have been hurt by Superman along the way, hurt by Superman and Jordan.